Okay, yeah. I'm just trying to get the audio levels right. I had Joe DeAgostino's Creation playing last time, and it was not coming in. So we're starting our second epoch here, and we're going to do this a short one here, because we don't have infinite time. We have roughly 25 minutes. So let's see what we can do with the 25 minutes. Everyone's going to be eligible. And we have Ruin of the Villas. Landed aristocracy seeks safety of cities. In any regions with Britain control and vacant town sites, civitates may drop population by 1 to place a town. Don't think they want to do that right now since they're keeping control. And they're not actually going to get the first choice either. Your raids in each Britain control region that you place raiders take 1 extra plunder and drop wealth by -1. Ooh. That might be pretty good for the Scotty to take that one. Now let's look at the next one. Ooh. It's even worse. I think, let's look at our guy here. This is Doc. He's a chef caterer. Secret fantasy to work in a carnival giving elephant rides. Unusual fact, he only wears silk underwear. Can't stand tapping. He'd like to meet Ruth Gordon. Still don't know who that is. Personal motto, never justify your actions, simply do what's right in the first place. Most proud of success of business, reputation high school solid. 3 words that describe him are innovative, eccentric, and dependable. Okay. So I'm thinking Doc wants to do is pass on this so that he can maybe do something to try to counter the setting of Ocean Hibernicus to patrol. He likes Ocean Hibernicus not being at patrol because he doesn't get a lot of raiders in the first place, and he doesn't have a foothold right now. Unless he thinks he can do a move right now to get a foothold. I don't think he wants to take that risk. So I think he's going to pass. I think Scotty have to play the long game too. I haven't quite grasped what their the method they should use. Not that I've grasped it for anyone, but in my playthrough so far, I think the Scotty have done the worst overall. I think if I was going to play a post, I would want to play as the Scotty just to kind of really get in there and see things from their point of view. Okay, so now we're back to Dougie. Dougie is gonna... I think he's gonna take the full everything. Wealth by 1. Get a lot of plunder sounds nice, but I think right now it's more exciting to take the command plus feat. Which is probably going to be raid. I don't know that he really wants to do anything else. Well, he could get rid of the town in Contiaci, but I think he wants to start going out into the rest of the stuff. I don't think the town there is really going to bother him. So we're going to do a raid. Do we want to ravage or surprise? Shoot. Londinium is like got nothing. Oh, it didn't get its prosperity back either. It should get its prosperity back. Forgot to do that before. Alright. I'd kind of like to raid there. Oh, and here, Atrabates. That just got left open for him. I think he wants to surprise and just take the whole place. Could raid here and here. Oh, he wouldn't even have to surprise to do it, but he would get the what's that fun one? Coup de main, right? Coup de main. So let's go ahead and raid here. Doesn't get a lot from Londinium. There's a lot of Federati there. Or is there a good deep raid target? Maybe he wants to ravage instead. Oh, well. He only gets to pick 1 coup de main space, so he's going to pick here anyway. And just annihilate there. Alright. I don't know that he wants to raid here. Oh, they also did not get their prosperity. go a little too fast. This is what I get. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to do 2, which is actually works out okay, because he doesn't want to spend a bunch of renown right now. He's trying to get over his victory margin, which he's close to. So the more he spends, the less he gets. I think he will go... I think it'd be better if I had the microphone over here, except I'd have this cord in my lap. Not an ideal setup. I think maybe if I want to continue doing this, I should do some rearranging to make this all work a little more conducive to streaming. Yeah, so he has to pay 4 if he wants to get a good compliment down. I think it's 1d4 raiders or 3d4. I think he's got me. Price. Alright. So we're going to borrow the Scotty's dice again. And that's 8. And he doesn't have to subtract anything this time because there are no forts in his way. He's going straight on land. He doesn't have to worry about sea patrols. None of that boat nonsense. Just going straight into Londinium. And I'm going to put the Londinium ones in the water because I don't have space and there's no like overflow holding boxes in this game. I'm going to just go ahead and take both of the prosperity there. And then the recovery. Yeah, there's supposed to be full prosperity there. So actually he gets, I'm not going to bother shifting anything. He gets 4. Cities give you good stuff. Alright. And then I think the battle happened before in this case. Yeah, they could force them to battle before plunder, but I don't think they have any interest in doing that. I should actually roll to see how many I put down before I try to put down any raiders. Okay, so here we have 7. I like the freedom of my hands in this medium. Like, I don't have to hold a camera, but I don't like not being able to control the camera. So we have this kind of like, which I'm sure to you is probably a very boring, fixed thing. I need to work on like changing my habits so that I'm pointing more at things so that you know what I'm talking about. And I think I'm aware that the music stopped. Oh, nope. It just sounds a little loud to me, so I'm going to turn it down. I don't know. And then I can listen later to see how things are balancing out. So anyway, they're going to get this prosperity here. I think I'd rather it be too quiet than too loud in this instance. I went a little too quiet last time, but I think it's, if you don't hear what I'm saying, you're not going to know what's going on, maybe. Or maybe you will. Maybe you're a crackerjack Pendragon player. But then I don't know why you're watching this, because I'd be like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? That's not the optimal play. That's not what I would do. Alright. Suit yourself. I understand. I agree with you. Alright. And we got that, and they're going to try a coup de main. This guy's not going to try to fight him. He's going to go into his town. Coup de main! What do you roll for a coup de main? I don't even remember anymore. Probably a d6. Yeah? It's less than or equal to 1 plus the stronghold's capacity minus units. So the stronghold's capacity, essentially. Because you add 1, then you minus 1, because there's 1 unit there. And town is 4, that's what I thought. So you need a 4 or lower, Dougie, for your coup de main. And you got a 6, so that's not a coup de main. No coup de main there. So do you want to, I guess you're already assaulting. So then the defenders, including stronghold garrison, which a town has 2, they each get an escalade defense of a half. So that means 3 of these folks are going to go. By folks, I mean raiders. That's not great, because really what he wants is people to be able to carry all the loot out of there. Doesn't have that. Alright, then they get a storm. Including... Yeah, so they strike. Everyone fights. Really, he's not doing well with this. It's prosperity. I don't know what happens to it. But this guy dies too. And the town falls. Control goes away. So he's kind of taking it for the team. Where was we missing the control? Right there. Control goes away, so the Ciuitates aren't going to win. Right now they're not in win range. Okay, there's just one lone raider here. Let's see what happens to this prosperity. Prestige goes down too, which is also good for him, for everyone. Except for the dukes. Now you could place some plunder on his people, but that doesn't matter. Barbarians haven't lost fewer pieces. So he could return prosperity to the space. He's not going to. He's just going to let it fall, and there's just a lone raider in the whole province. Slash and burn. Alright. So now we're going to the Ciuitates. Drop one population. I just wanted to place a town. Now this event is kind of interesting to Bonzo, because she could get a town right back there and get the control back, because you have to have a settlement to have control. But then it's just like he could just keep doing the same thing and taking it down again. Doesn't seem like the dukes are going to help her protect Atrebates. Dropping population by 1 is just scary stuff. I don't know, Bonzo. Are you that Bonzo? It's kind of a Bonzo move to do that kind of thing. What else would she do? She could get some money, right? She could put this guy down. Yeah, why not do it? Do the Bonzo move. Okay. I'm going to take the event. Oh, it already has to have Britain control, though. But it's still not bad to get some towns down. It's just areas she's going to have to maintain control of. That seems really difficult to do without the Duke's help. She might just pass. Though, you know, if she could try to centralize population into some areas. But that would just make her lose control in the near term. I think she's going to pass. Get the money. The dukes are going to pass. Get the money. We're going to move on. Okay, the Irish Shore. Okay, so Sarge could set the Oceanus Hibernicus to patrolled, or he could do a bunch of stuff. Probably wants to do a bunch of stuff, though. That's kind of an interesting option if he can't think of something he particularly wants to do right now. He's got these guys, which are a problem. He's got defending everything, which is a problem. He could intercept in London, take on how many raiders there? Excuse me. 8 raiders. He's got the cavalry to take them, and they're not going to be able to hide or anything. And then, what could he do along with that? Intercept. Here's what he could do. I think he's going to just do command only, so that the Scotty don't get that special capability. And we'll remove these fellows. And he's going to intercept with his strike force. Not from there. See, maybe he should have had an attack force. But he can do from multiple spaces, right? Oh, and he's got Federati he can use. Doesn't want to take them from there, though. Doesn't want to take them from here, really, either. He wants to take them. Dragons holding pens. Oh, sorry, chat. I didn't know you were here. I got accustomed to not looking at the chat. I don't know if you're still here or not, because I have no indication. I just have it all on one screen. I have no indication as to how many people are watching. Yeah, a dragon holding pin would be nice. I wonder if I have like a... Well, here's a dragon holding pen. Oh, you're probably not referring to the game. You're referring to the game in a different way, not to what actually happened in the game. But this will be the dragon holding pen right here for the forces that are supposed to be in Londinium. So everything that's on this card, that's the dragon holding pen. I hope that's enough of like a cheap little like jury rig. I like that this one raider, oh no, he was holding another raider, but he fell. How are you doing I don't know what time it is where you are. We're gonna say it's early morning for you. How are you doing this early morning? You having a nice day? And I also want to ask you what kind of games you like to play, or if you like games. Some people watch these things and they don't like games, or they don't like to play. Like I watch some streams of games that I don't play sometimes, because I just am interested in games, and I like to, especially video games. I'm much more likely to watch someone play a video game. 9:49. It's not. I guessed wrong. It's 9:49 p.m. is not early morning. I used to live in Johnson City, Tennessee. Have you ever been there? I gotta remember there's a delay on the chat too. I remember that. So I'll think a second and then I'll come back to that. We're learning new skills. Alright, so we got our dragon holding pen. That's gonna be good. So we're gonna intercept. Where are we intercepting from? OmniGamer. Anything once. Nice. Been to Johnson City. Do you know that song that says the name Johnson City in it? Wagon Wheel? When I lived in Johnson City, it was like everywhere I went, not everywhere I went, but it would be like in these random places, there were these two guys. One was playing guitar and one was playing the fiddle, and they would be playing Wagon Wheel. And it was like, just like going to a coffee shop. There were these two guys playing Wagon Wheel. Walk around downtown. There were these two guys playing Wagon Wheel. It was a really nice feature of Johnson City. Probably one of my favorite memories of Johnson City was seeing those two guys playing Wagon Wheel. So you play anything once, but what do you enjoy playing the most? Or like what would, like, if someone was like, what do you want to play? What would you choose? Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Yeah, that's the song. Okay, while you think about the answer to that question, I am going to figure out where the cavalry's coming from. They're going to come from here. We need how many? There's 9. We can take 2 per cavalry, so we need to get 5 down there. Or, so let's get some. We can afford at least one of these guys here. We'll put him in the Pendragon, or the dragon holding pen, and that'll just cost us a little extra money. But the Dukes don't care, Sarge don't care. Put 3 from there, and we'll have 1 come over from here. So you're gonna pay a lot for this. That's all right. And they can't get out of it. They're just going to be gone. So the cavalry, they get a strike first in most instances, unless they can like do an ambush or something like that. In this case, they can't. So now let's look at what happens with all this prosperity. So first, they're going to get a prestige because they did such a valiant job. And then they can return to prosperity. So he can either keep the plunder or put one back in Londinium. Keep in mind this holding dragon pen is Londinium. I think he's going to keep the money. Things might fall apart. It'd be nice to have a little bit of his own allowance. Right now he's using Mama Siwatate's credit card. Alright, so that's going to be it for that. Now the Scotty, they are stuck with a limited commander that can wait till the next card. I think they will wait until the next card. Yeah. Okay. And that leaves the Siwatates. They are going to... just getting bad moves this time around. Bad options. We're almost out of time. We got about 2 minutes, so I think I'll probably finish after this card. What am I looking at here? Oh, you know, they could have... Actually, I'm going to go back in time a little bit. There's no reason they couldn't have just intercepted over here, too, and gotten this prosperity. And this one they're going to put back in the town, I think. Pay another 2. We get a prosperity back. I'll do it. Siwatates are going to pass. There's just nothing that compelling for them to do with a limited command. And that'll do it. Let's make sure this is all up to date so I know what's happening next week when I get a chance to do this. No, I think I'll have more time now that tax stuff is done. We'll keep it there with Kaleva Atribatum. All right. What's... Oh, ignore that poll. I think I put down a poll, but then I figured probably by the time I finish this, the choices will be different. So, I'm going to open something else up to see what else you wrote, because I only see what you can see on the screen right now. I thought for some reason that would work, but then I picked this font that's really big, so that doesn't quite work as well as I kind of thought. So I need to have a secondary thing open. I'm just trying to limit how many things I'm using. Oh, I don't know why I'm opening that. I have another thing already open. I'm trying to limit how many things are accessing the internet. Well, this thing isn't even showing anything anyway. I'm trying to limit how many things access the internet because my upload speed is so terrible. So just wait while I load a little bit. But those were some the things that real person is robot put there were things I was thinking about having for the next game, but I think probably by the time I get to the next game I'll have different options. And since it's like probably only a couple of us here, we could just talk about it. I don't know that I need a poll. I was just kind of playing with all the new toys that you can attach to this thing. But I don't think I really need to use them all. So a lot of French games from Asmodee appealed to me. I'm trying to think of what French games I played. I know you wrote some other stuff, but I can't really see it. Ghost Stories was French, right? I want to say that was French. What else did that designer make? He made Seven Wonders. Those are kind of older games. Here, I'm going to just look at my other computer real quick because I can get at that more easily. I'm going to talk loud for a second. Okay, I got that. Artistic aesthetics, French games. So kind of like the visual appeal, and maybe how that works with the mechanism. Have you played Insula? Dixit would be another one you probably played that I would put in that camp. But Insula is a game that definitely I got just for the how interesting and kind of unique the art is for a game, because I find a lot of board game art to be not very adventurous, I guess, for lack of a better word. it's all kind of, it seems to be kind of, it's not like it's bad. It's just, it's kind of all within this box. I'd like to talk more about this again soon, but I actually have to go help put my son to bed. And that'll probably be it for tonight. But thank you for the conversation, Chad, and I hope we can talk more about the art of games, or the visual appeal to games later on in the future. So see you later. Bye.